Hello everybody, this is Greg Brown. I'm back here at Rattray Marsh in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. This is the third in my series of what you might call a winter walk through Rattray Marsh, or walking in a winter wonderland. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this, but anyway, I'll figure that out later on. It's January 28th, 2013. I'm a little further along the walk now than I was when I spoke to you in the other two videos, but you know, it's a beautiful winter day out here. Winter is my favorite season, and yes, it's a little bit yucky out. There is a bit of water on my lens here on the video camera, but I hope that doesn't disturb the video quality here. I'm just going to keep walking along. I've reached another T intersection on the trail. As I mentioned earlier, as you can see from the sign off to the left here, this is part of the Trans-Canada Trail Network, which goes right across Canada. I must confess, I don't know the website for the trail. It's probably transcanadatrail.ca or something like that. But you know what, folks? Do a Google search for Trans-Canada Trail, and I'm sure you'll come up with any number of web links. It's a beautiful winter day out here, as I've said already. Just scanning through the trees here. This is kind of typical of the scenery all through the marsh. I want to take you folks over to what I guess a lot of people call the lookout, where you can get a wonderful panoramic view over the area here. And in order to do that, we need to hang a right and mount the stairs right here, just in front of me, that I'm showing you here on the video. And I'm going to carry on over to the lookout and also have you take a look at some of the scenery along the way. Well, snow's kind of packed in here, so I've got to be careful that I don't slip. Okay. And we have some steps along the way too. Normally, of course, in the summer, this would be no problem, but when you're doing it on a winter day, when the snow is packed in, you're not always sure where the risers are on these things. So I don't want to take a tumble and have this camera go into the snow. Oops, a little slippery right there. Of course, this is normally a river. You can see a little pocket of water there, but it's obviously frozen over in the winter time. And of course, that's the bridge right over here that you saw before. Now, should point out, of course, this does back onto a residential area. There are some houses over there. I'm not sure if that's Water's Edge Drive, one of the major streets in this area, or if it's backing onto something else. But there you go. Okay, carry on the walk now. My eventual destination is what many of us call the lookout here at Rattray Marsh. Keep following the trail along here. As you've probably noticed, it curves off to the left here in just a moment. So I'm going to follow that along. And I think there's our first view of Lake Ontario, gang. I don't know if you can see it off in the distance. There's sort of a little hole in between the brush, and I think you can even see some breakers out there. Some of the whitecaps coming in. I don't know if you can pick that up on the video, but I am scanning over in that direction. And of course, this is a marsh, which is what a lot of what you see in front of you is. Out in the distance there, as I mentioned before, some houses that back on to the marsh. And I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear the lake too, the breakers coming in out there. I know over the years I've been in this area, I've even been 2 or 3 kilometers away from Lake Ontario, walking down Southdown Road, for example, and I could hear Lake Ontario. So we're closing in on the lookout here. When I get there, I'm going to stop for just a minute and give you all a bit of a panorama of what the lookout is all about. Still have to be careful here with these steps because it is just a tad slippery. I guess that's what you get when you do something like this in January. If this were June or July or somewhere else in the summer, of course that would be no problem. Okay, we've now arrived here, what we call the lookout. So I'm going to pause for just a couple of minutes, scan over the area, and let you all see a little bit of what's going on. Okay, so I try not to make these videos too long.